the vast number of recruitment processes don't require the recruiter to be involved truly after the placement or long after the placement. And that's where I think the relationship between the employer and the employee starts to break down with the lack of input from the recruiter. In today's video, I just want to talk about one of the myths that I feel is really prominent in the market, and I'm guilty of this myself for many years. And it's not something that's peddled by recruitment consultants per se. It's something that's expected by clients, and it's expected by candidates, and then it's reinforced by recruiters. And that is that the recruitment consultant who's taking charge of your recruitment process should be the expert. They have to be the expert in the discipline or the sector or the role. In reality, I think that in today's modern employment market, which is more transient in nature, the recruiter being the linchpin and being the expert, particularly in a transactional piece of work, be that contingency, results only led recruitment or retained recruitment, particularly in those scenarios, sets us up for a bit of a fall potentially. What I see happening a lot of the time is the recruitment consultant who is vastly knowledgeable on the subject is able to come in and inject a level of energy, understanding and clarity around about the process, which perhaps the company and organisation are not as able to convey because they're busy doing business, and it creates that peak throughout the recruitment process that builds up this energy and excitement for the candidate. And on the flip side, they're able to present a case to the company about the candidate and give the company a real insight as to who this person is and how they're going to affect the business in a positive sense. And perhaps take more time, because recruitment consultants are professionals in doing this, take more time in assessing and looking at that individual. So when they create that relationship and they bring the two together, the recruitment consultant then ejects out of the situation. Okay, some recruiters will keep in contact more than others. Some will be more formal, some will be less formal. The vast number of recruitment processes don't require the recruiter to be involved truly after the placement or long after the placement. And that's where I think the relationship between the employer and the employee starts to break down. So if we don't expect our recruitment consultants to be the subject matter expert on the role or the company vertical market or the markets they're selling into, what do we expect from a recruitment consultant? There's definitely a value, and there's got to be a level of knowledge and interest within business that definitely has an added value to the process. But I think recruitment consultants in today's more transient job market should be focusing much more upon the facilitation of this ongoing relationship. It's less about filling vacancies or filling your vacancy, and it's more about ensuring that position within your organisation has got longevity, growth and continuity, given that the chances of the same person starting out in that role on day one still being there at year 10 is a lot slimmer nowadays. In fact, it might even be the third individual in the post in year 10. So as a recruiter, we're looking for them to provide that continuity and not just come back to the table every 3 or 4 years to fill a vacancy. As a candidate, you're getting the experience of somebody who's able to look at your career. If they're working alongside the organisation, they're working alongside you as you fulfil that role over a period of years. So they get to understand you, they get to understand your career and how you're growing and shaping up. And that makes them of more value to you instead of this transactional relationship.